Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, YouTube. DutyRon checking back in here tonight with another video. Outside, we got the fire going in the backyard. DutyRon on location. Tonight's video, we're going to talk about 5 months. 5 months, Orrin and Orson West have been missing. Sincere and Classic, our boys from California City and Bakersfield. Guys, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or when I upload another video. If you can, quickly give me a sound check. I'm using a wireless mic. I want to make sure this mic is good. And if the fire in the background is too much, let me know. I have this fire burning for a specific reason. Number one, it's burning because I'm out in the backyard and enjoying a summer night here in New York City. But I have this fire burning for our boys. That fire is the light, the strength that the law enforcement needs to close this case, to bring closure for the biological family, for all of the good folks in Bakersfield and California City who long for an answer. We just want answers, man. We want answers, and we want to know what's going on. There's been no updates in this case. But quickly, before we jump into conversation, I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, my channel members, and all the folks who subscribe and positively interact in this and all of the DutyRon live streams. So I'm so glad to see Joey Brooklyn and all of the folks who are joining. Chris Mapp, Dawn Marie, Alyssa Howell, thank you so much for being here. I have a pretty cool setup out here tonight. Again, we got the fire going. I got the TV on. The lights are a bit dim because I'm in the yard. I didn't want all the bugs to come around, so I have my lights a little dim. But let me know if the ambiance of the lighting looks good. If it does, I'll leave it. If it doesn't, I'll get up and I will give a little bit of extra light. So by a show of hands in the chat, let me know if this lighting is okay for you guys. I'm trying to get a look at it right now to see how it looks. Let me just quickly take a peek on my secondary device, how this looks. Oh, doesn't look too bad. Let me scoot over here so the fire isn't like kind of messing up the background. I think that's a little bit better. Keep it like that, and I think we should be good. All right, guys. All right, lighting looks good. Light is good, DutyRon. Number one, thank you, thank you. All right, Chris, Cat H, thank you. Let's do a quick roll call. Hello, Stacy, Soul for Music, good to see you. Let's do a quick roll call, and then we will jump into this. Burning in the ear, says Mary London. Hey, Mary London, just so you know, I didn't bring the handcuffs tonight. So the cuffs are not out here. You won't have to listen to them clicking. Good to see everybody joining in. Listen, we're all frustrated, and I know each and every one of us has issues. We want to know what's going on. But what I want to say is this. Love My Freedom, thank you for joining. Hello, Jennifer Nobles from Bakersfield. Great to see you. Boots on the ground are present for duty, and everybody's in here. By a show of hands, who has seen Ro's Facebook post? She did a Facebook Live the other night, and it was heartfelt. She is down by Bakersfield PD with a group of folks, and she was expressing her frustration. And, you know, I listened to Ro, and my heart breaks for her and the entire family. There's a lot of people involved in this. There's a lot of folks who are just distraught and don't know what to do, you know. But we need to make some noise. We need to ask for updates if they are available. I know that the boys in blue, the men and women in blue, are doing what they can behind the scenes on this case. This is by no means a cold case. I want to make that clear. This by no means, and according to Sergeant Pear from the Bakersfield PD, this is not a cold case. And they are continually doing stuff behind the scenes. And I want to make it clear, Look at what we just dealt with and we are currently dealing with the Suzanne Morphew case. Suzanne Morphew, mother of two, went missing from Salida in Colorado on Mother's Day 2020 in the middle of a pandemic. Okay. 2020, 362 days to the day, 362 days to the day, they made a collar. The cuffs came out and the wheels of justice started burning at 360 some odd days. The wheels of justice, the fire under Barry Morphew's rear end was ignited on May 5th, 2021. Barry Morphew in cuffs, in custody, shackled up and caged like an animal where he deserves to be, just like the animals that he hunted. So there was not, there was one, there was one press conference in that missing persons case. Now, granted, there weren't two little boys, there weren't two toddlers. It was a missing grown woman, 49 years old, two-time cancer survivor, but it was 360 some odd days without only one news conference. The news conference was a few days, I think it was 1 or 2 days after she was reported missing, and that was Sheriff Spezial from the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office. He gave one news conference. At least we have quite a few. We have about a dozen news conferences. All right. So at the same time, we can't lose faith in the men and women of law enforcement, that long arm of the law that we rely on, that long arm of the law to come and catch the bad guys. There's the fire burning, right? Fire burning behind me. That fire is law enforcement putting the fire, lighting the fire under Trezell and Jacqueline's West's ass and anybody and everybody who might be involved in this thing. So let's not forget 360 some odd days and no press conferences in between. One press conference with Suzanne Morphew, and they made a collar. Most of us wrote that off. By a show of hands, who thought there was going to be no arrest? Who thought there was going to be no action in the Suzanne Morphew case? I'm going to put my hand up, and I felt that I was getting a little bit dejected. I was being a little bit negative in my own mind. I didn't speak about it. But I tell you, again, the wheels of justice, they never stop turning. And in that case, it came, they got their evidence, they waited, and they made their arrest. So, again, don't listen. So many people were sending me messages about the Chaffee County Sheriff. He is this and he's that. He's no good. He's this, he's that. And sure enough, we got Barry Morphew behind bars where he belongs. So great to see everybody. Hey, Tim, good to see you, man. How are you? I'm in the house on an early Sunday morning. Good to see you, Timmy Acosta. Thank you so much for joining. Great to have you, brother. Hello from Vancouver Island, sends Cindy Farrell. Thank you so much for being in here. Hello, Donna. Thanks for joining. Joey Brooklyn is in the house. That's my chief of security. He is the lead on the security detail here on the DutyRon family. Thank you. Molly, good to see you. O'Leary, thank you for joining. All right, guys. Again, we are 5 months into missing Orrin and Orson West. 5 long months. It's agonizing. It's horrifying for the people who are out there looking boots on the ground. You got folks from all over the place. You got guys and girls from Lancaster. You got people from all over. You got women coming from Los Angeles. You got folks that are doing what they can, and they're traveling long distances to make a search, to shake up the tree, so to speak. And I tip my cap to those men and women who are out there. There's so many of them. There's just too many to name that are doing things behind the scenes. And listen, Roro is at her wit's end with her nerves, with her emotions, and everything is going on. They are their heads are spinning, so to speak. And it's unfortunate, man. It really does suck when you have no communication with law enforcement, and they're not putting anything out. They're not giving us any kind of hope or updates. The updates is just part of what we want. You know what I mean? 153 days too many, says Jennifer Nobles. I agree 1000%. That's 153 too many days. But we need to still be patient. We need to be cooperative. We need to help with anything that we can help with, anything and everything. You know, our digital billboard in Bakersfield, courtesy of all of you guys and your generosity. Let me just say quickly, thank you to L. Canton for the super chat. Let me highlight that. I think I could do this from the mobile. Let me find it. Let me scroll back. There it is. Sends in a $20 super chat. Thank you so much for your continued generosity and support on this channel. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I shared the link with Jennifer and Roro. I I don't know how well I could hear from the mobile. So if Joey Brooklyn or somebody wants to come up and maybe talk a little bit, I will share the link. But I want to just wait. I don't know how many people were at the get together there over in Bakersfield. I'm not sure how many people showed up. I looked at Roro's Facebook Live, and it looked like there was a decent crowd. I was happy to see people showing up and peacefully gathering and talking about our boys, our missing boys, Orrin and Orson West, sincere and classic. And it is, I'm telling you, I wish that I had something to give to you guys. I wish that I had something to talk to you guys about in new information, but unfortunately we don't have that. So I'm not just going to talk about things just to hear myself talk. So yeah, I want to open it up so folks can maybe talk and air out, not grievances, but air out the feelings. Mimi J2, great to see you. Thank you for joining. You know, air out the feelings and let people know, about your support for Orrin and Orson West. And before I get into that, before I get into it, I'm going to just look at the chat really quick, and I'm going to scroll back to a couple of the chatters that are on here. Spirit's Heart, thank you. Ghost, good to see you. Pamela O says, what are the chances that law enforcement know where the boys are and are just gathering information? Pamela, that's a great question. My thoughts and my feelings and my perspective, my experience from a law enforcement standpoint, if they knew where the boys were, if they were in fact alive, they would go and scoop them up and bring them back to safety. If they knew where they were and they were no longer alive and they were deceased, they would also go and bring them back for closure for the family. So I don't think that they would sit on that type of information, and that is my personal feelings. John Chapman is sending prayers for Bakersfield. Thank you for that, John. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for the prayers for the folks in Bakersfield, sending love and respect to the biological family and to all involved. So a couple more questions coming in from Landmark One Incorporated. Do they have to hold back on clothes in cases if they don't have a motive? Any type of evidence like that, any type of circumstantial evidence, the police would hold that. As we saw in Barry Morphew's arrest, there's quite a bit of circumstantial evidence that's going to be presented before a grand jury for an indictment. Not necessarily all of it, but they will have to present some of it to get a true bill and to get an indictment. So yes, indeed. It is what it is. So let me just see. Just checking the chat for any more questions coming on in. As frustrated as I am that there are too little updates from the Bakersfield law enforcement, it's quiet. Well, LLB, quiet doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing going on. I just made a reference to quiet in the Suzanne Morphew investigation. We all thought that law enforcement wasn't giving anything to anybody, and in fact, they weren't. They gave one press conference during the course of 360 some odd days, and then they came up with a bang up arrest. It was a bombshell arrest. Caught us all off guard. We were all ready to talk about a 1 year. 1 year anniversary date of her being reported missing, and we were all getting ready to talk about it and pray for Suzanne. And basically, you know what? They came up with a bombshell. I do not think the boys were sold. That's my personal opinion. I do not think the boys were sold. Thank you for the super chat. That's coming in from Althea. Thank you. It was good to see Mrs. DutyRon on here today. Prayers for the West boys. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for that super chat. So let me see what Shelly has to say. Hold on. Where did that go? I'm working from the mobile, so I don't have. Shelly says, I'm so hoping that law enforcement can find out the truth about the sweet little boys, Orrin and Orson West. We all are feeling that. So Roro is chiming in. Roro says, DutyRon, I hear you, DutyRon, and we just had a candlelight prayer, not a protest, but it was peaceful, and we just wanted to keep the boys' face out there. All we have is faith in God, and God bless you and yours. Ro. Yeah, I did see your Facebook. It was about an hour long. I scrolled through, I listened to the beginning, and then I scrolled through some of the middle of it. I thought that was a great gathering and a candlelight prayer. That was really awesome, and I'm glad that you did that, and I'm glad that you spoke about how you felt. I caught a couple of minutes of you speaking about how frustrated you've been and how you've taken a little bit of a back seat, and I don't blame you. You know, sometimes you got to clear your head and you got to pray with your family, and you got to kind of get connected with God without all of the white noise and the bullshit in the background. So I feel you, and I understand where you're coming from. Platinum Blonde, good to see you. Platinum Mimi, thank you for joining. Sometimes it's good for you to just reconnect and get close or closer with your family and your loved ones. So, you know, everybody understands it. But for those of us who support you and the Bio family and all, all involved, the boots on the ground and all the folks that are emotionally attached, we understand. You don't need to, in my eyes, you don't need to explain anything to me because I completely get it. From being on the law enforcement side and making notifications to families on loved ones who have been murdered or who killed in a car accident, it's a very difficult thing to do, but I do it with respect and dignity and a lot of compassion for what people are going through, and it's not an easy thing to deal with here. So I shared the link with Jen. I shared it with a couple of other folks. If anybody wants to maybe come on up. In the meantime, I am going to answer any questions that come through on the chat. Any type of legitimate questions that I can answer. So Miss Chris says, has Trezell and Jacqueline got their other 4 kids back? It's to my understanding, no, negative. They have not. It is to my understanding they have not. Hello, Wilma. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody coming in, positively interacting with respect for these victims and their families. So it's wonderful to have you all here. And if you like all things true crime from a police perspective, if you like all things in a respectful manner, this is a place. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all one word, DutyRon, and join my DutyRon Facebook, YouTube video share group and the police and crime chat group. We also have a wonderful community in Discord. So it's not a bad idea to go and check out Discord. That's a great place to hang out and chit chat with some really respectful folks. We are here for you, Roro, says Alyssa. Thank you, Alyssa. And thank you to all who are boots on the ground and at ground zero in Bakersfield. Everybody who comes out into Bakersfield and lends a helping hand, whether it's talking about the boys, holding up signs, posting signs, pasting signs, whatever it is, it's all help. So we appreciate everything that everyone's doing. I am doing what I can from New York. I'm doing what I can from the other side of the United States. We have our digital billboard in Bakersfield, and I'm saying it again, it's coming up towards the end of this month. We're already into the 23rd here in New York. It's Sunday the 23rd. I know in California it's still the 22nd. Um, if you can donate, or you can help us out with fundage for the Bakersfield sign. Lamar is the advertising company. I'm looking to pay them another $1,000 again in June for the complete month of June. Nikki, thank you for becoming a channel member. Thank you for the $199 super sticker. All of the fundage that comes on all of these live streams, I repurpose it and I put it towards good things like the digital billboards. We spent almost $3,000 on those digital billboards, and I have from our channel, this is all from everybody here that donates, is we have $4,000 up for the boys for the return, or for the location. No questions asked. If you are instrumental in having the boys returned home, that is no questions asked. There is $4,000, and it's a total of $125,000. So keep that in the back of your mind. Call the tip line if you know where the whereabouts are of these boys. There is $125,000 in cash ready to be paid out to whoever points law enforcement in the direction of where these boys are. So keep that in mind, but I need your help to continue June, the month of June, for our digital billboard to continue in Bakersfield. We need their faces out there. We need it to continue, and I need help from the community. You guys have been awesome, and for those of you who have donated, I have two very generous donors that sent PayPal donations for the digital billboards, and I thank you, ladies, from the bottom of my heart. I thank you on behalf of Roro and the biological family. I thank you for everybody who's invested in this case. Heidi, thank you so much for the generous super chat. There's Heidi Leahy. I call her Leahy, but it's Lee, Heidi Lee. She sends in a super chat with a very wonderful message for our boys billboard. May answers be found for the family. Thank you, DutyRon, for supporting them and their family. We do this for everybody. All the cases that we cover, this is what we do. And I appreciate the generosity, the support, the love, and appreciation for everything that you guys do. Nikki, thank you for the super sticker. I love it. I love those new super stickers with the emojis floating around on there. So let me highlight that. Nikki, thank you so much for that. Let me go to the chat quickly. Let's get a roll call. It's late at night. It's past 12:30 here in New York. Let's go to the roll call and see where everyone's checking in from. Dawn Marie is in Florida. Roro is boots on the ground in Bakersfield. Biological family. Thank you, Roro, for being in here. Let's see. What do we got? Boston, Massachusetts. Hello, Boston. England. Good to see you. What time is it in England? Minnesota, says Sam. Thank you for California, Iowa, Columbus, Ohio. Holy crap, this is going too fast. Houston, good to see you from Pennsylvania. Hello, great to see you. Platinum Mimi from Texas. Love you, Platinum Mimi. Gilbert, Arizona, says ASU Mom. Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. New Hampshire, the mountains. Good to see you, Ontario. Thank you for joining. Philly, Oregon, Atlanta. Wow, New Jersey. Good to see you. Thank you. Portland, Oregon. Is it still hellish over there in Portland? Missouri. Good to see you. Bakersfield, Betty Brooks. Clifton, New Jersey. Clifton Springs, New York. Tucson, Arizona. The Bay Area. Good to see you. California. Thank you. Thank you. Here comes a super chat coming on in. Here is for the billboard. It isn't much, but I have 3 banners zip tied to my grimy of my fence. Thank you so much. Thank you. Every bit counts. It really does. Every bit counts. Let me highlight that. Lisa, thank you so much. There it is from Lisa. Thank you for joining, and thank you for contributing to, as I always say, it's a good cause. And Roro can tell you firsthand, Jennifer Nobles. Jennifer Nobles is instrumental in starting this billboard campaign. She did it from the get-go. She put $2,000 out of her own pocket. So Jennifer from Bakersfield, I have nothing but love and respect for you. You are a tremendous human being. You are awesome, and I greatly appreciate you. Kimberly McVeigh coming in with a $50 for the billboard. That will go straight to that billboard. We are going to get it however we can. The billboard will go up for June going into July. And if the boys aren't home by July, that billboard, I will try to continue it as long as I can, guys. I will do the best that I can. Do the best that I can. Again, I'm going to put the link out there. I'm going to ask whoever joins with the link, make sure your microphone is on and your video is on. And I'm not going to let anybody join in unless I know who you are. So if you come up and I see that there's no camera on there and I don't know who you are, you won't be in. You won't be getting in. Leedy, good to see you. Thank you for joining from Canada. Great to see you. Thank you, Charleston Amy. Love and respect from my house to yours. Kelly Bell, hi. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. Charleston Amy, it is better to send through PayPal. Yes, it is. Some people like to do it straight from here. Wilma, thank you so much for the super sticker. Let me see what we got. Wilma the rock star is sending in a $5 super sticker. Thank you, Wilma. I appreciate it. Love and respect. Love My Freedom is here saying hello to Jennifer. Love and respect right back at you. Thank you. All right, let's get caught up and let me share this link really quick. The fire is burning behind me. Fire is burning. All right, let's see how I can do this. Oh, man. I'm so not used to this mobile. Hold on. How do I do this? Oh, here it is. Invite a guest. Copy link. All right, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this without ending the stream. Post a comment. All right, there it is. I did it. I understand. Front of your fence. I got it. I got it. Okay. So there's the link. Sorry for the mistyping. I meant the front of my fence. We all understood. We all understood. All right. So this could go either good or bad because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear it because I'm using a wireless mic, which is plugged into my phone. So I don't know if this will work or not. But we shall see. We soon shall see. And I'd hope one of the DutyRon family members, maybe one of my channel members or one of my moderators, somebody will maybe chime in and maybe just say a couple of kind words for Roro or anybody that's on here. But basically, we're 5 months into Orrin and Orson West being reported missing, allegedly by their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West. They said they went missing out of the gate in California City. I call bull crap on that, and that is how I feel about it. I feel that that's a bunch of hogwash, and I'm not buying it. So I'm hoping that sooner than later, our law enforcement partners will take those cuffs out and bring somebody to justice for the disappearance of these boys. And I feel that they are definitely missing under very suspicious situation and very suspicious terms. So again, I only wish that I was still active and investigating in the California area in Bakersfield. If I was a detective on this case, I would be doing that. I would be working that case night and day, and that would be my number one priority. I wouldn't sleep. I would just be going at them. I would be going at these people with vim and vigor like a mofo. It would be like there's no tomorrow. So I really wish that I was working this case, because if I was, I'm telling you, I think we might. I think we might be in a different predicament at this point. Roro, the DutyRon family support is with you and your boys. Questions needed, answers, and these boys need to be found. Wow, I got to highlight that one. That's a good one. Heidi, I love you. So there she is, Heidi Lee, my good friend from Cleveland, Ohio, I think it is. She's going to kill me if I got that wrong. Roro, the DutyRon family support is with you and our boys. Questions need answers. Questions need answered. They need to be answered, and these boys need to be found. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Message D, sending love. Let's put some prayer emojis and blue hearts in the chat for Roro and the family. Let's light this stream up right now. Blue hearts and prayers. Let me do my part. Let me do my part. Since I'm putting out all the requests, let me comply with my own requests. There we go. DutyRon complying with himself 100%. There it is. DutyRon. I'm walking the walk and talking the talk right now. There we go. Show. Let's light it up. Let's show everyone how much we love these boys and how much we care. Thank you guys. Oh shit. So here's my little wireless piece. This is one piece of what I use. Hold on, there it is. So it's my Rode wireless mic. It just fell, so I just put that back there. Stay there. Thank you for flooding the chat with the prayers and the blue hearts. Thank you for that. So I'm outside in the yard. Got the fire burning behind me, right over my head, right here, and I got the TV going. And we're just hanging out here. Me and my son. We smoked a cigar earlier. Had a couple of adult beverages, and now I am washing it down with some Poland Spring at this time. So that's what went on back here in the backyard tonight. Thank you to everyone who has donated through Super Chat. I'm going to show that message, and I'm going to show this one. Appreciate you guys putting all of those emojis in the chat. You guys are awesome. Nikki, thank you for being a channel member. Let me just say quickly, thank you to all the channel members, the Patreon supporters, the people who send in PayPal donations for the boys. I get donations for Justina Zupko Valva. I get so many different donations from a lot of different folks. So thank you to everyone who comes across and hits up our website with the donations. They are always repurposed to the right places. And if you specify where your donation where you want me to put the donation, or where you want to go to, I take care of that for every donation that comes in. What happened to my comments? Why did they slow down here? Okay, hopefully we're still connected. Let me see by a show of hands if we are connected. In the chat, please put a 1 in the chat if we are still connected, because my comments stopped. They stopped going. Let's see. Tracy says, looks very serene. All right, it's coming back. It's coming back. Joey Brooklyn. There he is. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. All right, that's good. All right. Thank you. All right. Anybody have any thoughts or comments in regards to the Orrin and Orson West? Any comments or questions before I wrap it up? I did want to do a live interactive chat. I think this is good enough for interactive chat. If anybody still wants to come up, I shared the link in the stream. I shared it in the stream. I'll do it one more time. Got to give everybody a chance. Post a comment. Let's see if I can do that again. Paste. Okay, there it is. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. So there's the StreamYard's link. If anybody wants to come up and say hello or say anything. Minibot, thank you for posting those links. Thank you for that. I will have the FBI and the anonymous tip line linked below down in the comments section. I will have I'll have everything that you need to send in your tips to Bakersfield PD. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Oh, Jennifer is here. So how do I add her? I think I just did. Let's see if we can hear Jen. That's going to be the key. I'm going to turn up my volume here so I can hear. All right. So trying to add Jennifer in to the live stream. Let's see if that works. She's got her mic muted, but it looks like it's just going like this. I don't know what that's about. Let's see if I unplug. Let's see if we unplug this. That was a disaster. I unplugged the mic and then tipped everything. All right, let's see if I can get focus in. Hello?
Let me try to fix my volume real quick.
Can you hear me?
Hold it. Can you hear me?
I can. I can.
Yeah, I just want to say you've done an amazing job. I've been following you, I think, since you first started, but with the Orrin and Orson, I've got them posted on my fence. Jennifer Nobles actually sent me a banner, so I just want to say thank you for just keeping their name alive. And Rolo's done an awesome job, and I just wanted to just kind of put my commitments in there, with you guys. You guys have done great. Um, and you got a big heart, and you got and it's awesome. It's just awesome to see, you know what I mean, the passion when somebody has a passion for something.
Yes.
I just want to commend you for that, and just that, and thank you for keeping the boy's name alive.
Thank you. I mean, thank you for thanking me, but you know what? We're in this all together and we're doing it as a community. So that's the great part about this, is that we're all doing it together, you know?
Yeah, I just
So
you guys have done awesome, and but I mean you've been determined, and you've really pushed on, and Jennifer has been awesome. There's certain ones you
well,
can.
you know what? Like I said, I can't do this alone, and
Yeah,
I'm using my platform and all the great people who subscribe to my community
right, right.
to help do something positive for the boys and for the family. So that's what this
Yes,
is
and
all
they
about.
deserve it.
But I
Yeah, they
appreciate you
deserve it.
coming and chiming in, and I thank you for your kind words. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
most definitely, most definitely. Well, I don't want to keep it if somebody else wants to get in, but like I said, I'm the one that mistyped on there. I was trying to
Okay.
say that I have the banner posted on my fence, and I have a well traveled street. So
Oh,
I just
okay. Okay, that was you with the super chat. Awesome, awesome.
yeah.
I got what you were saying in the first time, but I said it just the way you typed it, and that's why I get it. All right, I got two people waiting, but
Yeah,
thank you so much for everything that you do to help with the boys.
yeah.
It's greatly appreciated.
Much love. Yeah, much love
Okay.
to you and Roro and everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take
All
care.
right, I
Okay,
gotta
take
go. I
care.
got three people waiting.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. I'm gonna add Jen and Ro. I want to see how this works. Hi, girls.
Hey, Duty Ron, how you doing today?
Uncle DutyRon is here. How are you, Ro?
Hey, Uncle Duty Ron. That's Uncle Duty Ron, everybody. He's a great role model. And I just want to make this real quick because I know you're trying to get off. First and foremost, I just want to tell everybody in the chats I don't know how to comment to each and every one of you, and it's moving so fast. But I just want to thank all of you for just the support. Like it's amazing to see the support and the prayers, and you guys keep helping Duty Ron keep the billboards up. I mean, everybody's putting their hands in this, and when I'm out here doing stuff, I'm doing it for all of us. It's not just me. I'm just the one that is putting my face out there. And
You just muted yourself.
oh,
Um,
okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, my finger. Um, about yesterday, the candlelight prayer. It was a peaceful prayer, and the news said it was a protest. We weren't protesting. I mean, we're just gonna keep the boys' face out there, and their names alive, and
yeah,
continue to have faith, and we're just gonna do that. Like, I mean, I know
right.
it may seem like not having faith, but I mean, that's all we can do is have faith. And But I just wanted to clear that up because I know the news put it
Right,
out there that it was a
right,
protest,
right.
but it wasn't.
I want to say one thing. I didn't see that. I know that I trust that you're telling me that the news did that. But I saw what you posted for an hour, and there was nothing that indicated it was a protest to me. It looked like everybody was gathering peacefully.
Yeah, we were just holding the signs out with the boys' faces, 5 months. And I mean, that's all we really want to do. I mean, we pray that we get answers soon. But hey, if we got to do this every 21st, that we're going to keep it live, we're just going to do that. But yeah, I just wanted
Right,
to clear that up
right. Well,
because, I mean,
Guess
I
what,
talked
Ro?
to you
Guess,
and
guess what, Ro? We all support you no matter what the news says because we know that you have good intentions, and the intentions are for your cousins. You know what I mean? So,
yes.
again, you have the support of my community, the folks who support me, and we're going to continue to do whatever we can for you from a distance. And I know Jen is right there with you. She loves you, and
Oh, yes.
she's got nothing but love for your cousins. So
Jen is amazing, and we talk on the phone, and she adds love to my soul, and I just can't thank her enough for reaching out and doing what she has done already and continue to do.
right,
She's amazing. I mean, words can't even describe her as an individual. She has a huge heart, and sometimes people take advantage of those who are caring and loving, and we took a lot of backlash, Jen, me, and just anybody who's doing good. So I just want to tell Jennifer, since she's on here, thank you so much, Jen, and coming from my heart, thank you.
Thank you for saying that, Ro. Damn, you're gonna make me cry. Um, hmm.
Nah, don't cry, don't cry.
yeah, and because I got to be here too. Now you're gonna make me cry, and everyone's gonna call me a bad word.
No, we don't have now. No, this is a
But
positive. This is a
Jen,
positive thing, and I'm super glad that you came on and did this.
Jen, I got to tell you that, and I know you don't like when I do this, but you were the motivation that got me going from across the United States, and I could say that wholeheartedly. When
Thank
I
you.
saw the news, I saw you on the news. I said, I got to get with this girl. I got to fucking do what she's doing, and that was. I mean, Joey Brooklyn, all the people who know me here on this end in New York City, they know what I'm about because way before these boys went missing, I was doing this for other people. But when I saw the story with you, I was already covering it. And I said, I got to do that. So what you did with me, what you did for me was just restore my faith in humanity and my faith in good people. So people like yourself, that's the kind of people I want to be around. And I could say this with extreme conviction. I freaking love you. I think that you're awesome. And keep on doing what you're doing because karma is what you give out, you get back. It might not be right away, and it might not be equal, but you know what? Good things are going to come to you and your family. So keep on being the way you are.
Amen to that.
And
Yes,
Ro,
yes,
I got a lot of love for you because I'm a good judge of a good person, and I don't judge somebody for what they did in the past or what they've done. I judge somebody for what they're doing right now, and I see a lot of goodness in you and your family. I got a lot of love for your mom and your sister and everybody there. The people who don't even talk to me that call me Uncle DutyRon. I'm doing this.
yes.
I'm doing this because this is part of what I've done my whole life as a police officer. So I'm continuing it in my retirement, and I'm honored to be helping you guys from a distance. I'm not doing a lot, but I'm just doing what I can.
Which is awesome. You're doing a lot.
Thank you, Duty
You
Ron, for
are doing a
just
lot.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
You
this is
you actually keeping our head straight.
good.
So
Good.
thank you.
The positivity that you
When
spread.
I'm not on here, yes, when I'm not on here, I'm listening. So just know that anybody that has positivity to bring into what's going on. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm like you. If I could feel the good intentions, and I just want the same in return, respect. And respect goes a long way.
Right.
And right now, it's too much going on with the boys for any negative. Like, we shouldn't be having any negativity. And I
I
also want to
agree.
pray
I
for
agree.
all
Hey,
the people
listen,
that you're covering, their stories, the missing kids, the ones that's been murdered. I just want to pray for their families because I could only imagine, what they're going through.
there's too much bad in the world, but the good outweighs the bad, and that's what we're doing here. We're trying to balance the difference between evil and good, and
Yes,
this is how it's done. It's not
yes,
done by fighting and stabbing and shooting each other. It's done by coming together, despite what our religion is, our faith, our beliefs, our race, our color. It doesn't mean shit. We
I
all
agree.
bleed. We all bleed the same color, red. We all
Yes,
breathe the same air.
yes,
So you know that's what it's all about. And I think this restores a lot of people's faith, not just here in the United States but across the world. You got people from South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Canada, freaking Guam. I got people from all over the place talking to me about your cousins. So that's the beautiful part of humanity. It doesn't matter where you
amen.
live, what doesn't matter where you live, what you believe in. When it comes to precious little children and people doing evil to them, then that's when we have to stand up and say, "Fuck this! We're not letting this happen." You know?
Yes, yes. And I just say, hold on, somebody's driving by with some loud music. Let me mute my.
Okay, Jen, how you doing, hon?
I'm doing good. I'm
I
so
love I love seeing you on my live streams. I
glad.
love it.
Thanks.
I appreciate
I,
you coming up because there's a lot of people who really respect you a lot here.
I
In my
appreciate that.
community.
I appreciate them too. I can't see the chat right now, but I do appreciate all of your followers and all the positive people. Yeah, definitely.
The
Um,
chat's going crazy for you.
what I do hope is that you get enough money, like so that the June, what is it going to be?
You-
First? No, it's like
Well, I have to take care of it before the
yeah.
first because I think it
Got
runs
to be.
out.
Actually, it's got to be next week, I think.
Yeah, I'm already going to reach out to Lena on Monday.
Uh,
And whatever I got, I have a bunch of super chats from this broadcast, but that comes in 45 days, so like I don't get that right away.
right.
But I'll calculate it all up, and then I'll just put it out like like what we do,
I'd
and then
rather PayPal it then, so that you get it quicker and you don't get taxed so bad, right?
right, yeah, I got to pay the taxes on it and all that crap. But I'm not looking at that like short term. I'll look at that for next year because I already just paid my taxes on the 17th, which was last Monday. That
Yeah,
was that was a bitch, but I had
we
to
all
do it.
have those, and it's a lot. So
Yeah,
yeah, but with we don't keep it, like live and going with
right.
$5 here, $5 there, like that all adds up super
It
fast.
is.
Got
Yeah,
large
yeah.
following, and we just can't not do it. And like if you don't get the whole amount for that billboard, I'll help with however I can.
Well, no, I'm sure that we're going to be able to swing it. And again, if anybody wants to donate, they can go right to DutyRon.com. And if some of my mods could put in the chat, DutyRon.com. You don't need to put HTTP. All you got to do is put in DutyRon.com in the Google search bar and press send. It goes right to my website. And then there's a PayPal link right on there. You can just donate and just make sure you specify on your donation for the digital billboard. And if you want me to shout you out for it, or if you want to remain anonymous, like some of the ladies that have donated said, I don't want I don't want anybody to say my name or anything like that. Just specify if you want to be anonymous. But if you want your name, I will gladly promote the crap out of your name and tell everybody that you donated. So thank you to everybody and anybody who, even if it's $1, a donation is a donation, and
Yes,
that's it, right, Ro?
yes, it is. It all adds up. And
Yeah.
just thank you guys for donating for real.
Yeah.
Yes, Shelly. Shelly says so. PayPal is better. Yes, if you send it friends and family on PayPal, then all the money goes directly to me. There's no fees taken out of it, and we don't have to pay taxes on it. Carol, thank you for the $50 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's very
Again,
everything that comes in from the stream. As these two ladies know, we're already $2,750 into the digital billboards. Jen, are you still crying, or is it just
No, I'm not. No, I had eye itch. That's all.
or you have
No, I'm good.
allergies? You have allergies.
Yeah, I have allergies. I'm
Ron.
good. No, this makes me so happy though. I'm crying. I'm happy.
Good. And you know what? Listen, any way that I can bring a little bit of joy to both you and Ro, I'm freaking 5,000 miles away. So this makes me happy. We're doing it on the internet. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to eventually come out there to see my family, which is in Southern California, like Mission Viejo, that area. But I know I always get a rental, so I can jump into my car. I'll take Mrs. DutyRon with me, and we will come out and I want to see you gals and give you guys a big hug, you know?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Look at that. Joey Brooklyn, who's my neighbor right down the road in Brooklyn, sends $20 for the boys. He says, 20 for our boys. Thank you, Joey Brooklyn.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
Thank you all.
It just takes a little bit, and then everybody will start kind of going on and helping get the word spread. Like, it's all it takes. And then, you know, one person, if I was inspirational to you like that, and you got all this going from this, and you got in Rose on here expressing herself, like, all it takes is just everybody talking about it in a positive way.
Right. And you know what? That's an important thing, because when we get into, and not to bring up, you know, any of the prior and past, because I don't like to do that. But what I'm saying is, going forward, everybody can correct their wrongs. And I feel that everyone should surround and get around biological family and the people who are good. They are not hiding anything. They are not saying, hey, we're not going to talk to the police. The police can question them up and down. 10 days to the summer, and I guarantee you they will come in and they will talk. They have nothing to hide, so that's the good part. And
Amen
you know,
to that.
the first thing that Mark Class from the Class Kids Foundation said to me is, when my daughter went missing, the very first thing I wanted to do was clear my name, so I can help search for her and I can help the police find her. Notorious Nance sends in a $19.99 $20 super sticker. Thank you for that, Notorious Nance. Much love.
Thank you.
Matty Boy Sully comes in with another $20. He's a local right here in Queens. Matt Sully is a U.S. Marine, and his father was an NYPD captain. I worked alongside of him in Brooklyn North. He is now deceased, but thank you so much, Matty Boy Sully. And thank your father for his service. May he continue to rest in peace.
Thank you, Matt, for your service, and thank you for the donation.
For sure. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, 5 months has gone by. And again, like I said, we really don't have any new updates or new things to talk about. That's not the purpose of this live stream. The purpose is to respect and support the family out there. Boots on the ground, day in and day out. And if Ro is not out there every day on the ground, she is not for 1 minute of the day not thinking of her cousins. And I'm sure it goes wide and deep in that family and in all of the biological families. The two dads, the Ryan Dean. I would love to be able to speak to Ryan Dean just on the phone, not on a live stream, just to give her words of encouragement, because, you know, she has to understand that there's so many people that do support her out here. You know, she gave birth to these boys, and at the end of the day, it's not any of our business to start pointing fingers or doing anything ridiculous like that. All we should be doing is supporting and trying to find and get to the bottom of what the fuck happened to these kids. And that's
it. Amen. We can't change the past, but we could sure make the future better.
That's for 100%. Sure. Right there. Like somebody put that in the caption.
Yeah, 100.
Oh,
I agree. I concur 1,000% with that.
Yes.
So I appreciate you guys taking the time to come in. Ro, I know you got things going on. It's a Saturday night, so I'm not going to hold you here. And Jen, you know I got nothing but love for both of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
If you need anything from me, or if anything, you know, questions or anything, you know, you could text 24/7. If I don't answer it, as soon as I wake up and see it, I'll answer you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to end this, ladies, because I don't like to go past an hour with these things.
Right.
Wishing everybody a lot of love and respect in Bakersfield, and everybody who is out doing whatever they're doing, searching or doing the positive stuff. Be careful, be safe, and call in any and all tips to that tip line. There's a $125,000 reward, no questions asked, for the answers to what happened to these boys or location of these boys. No questions asked. So get that 125,000. It can make a difference in your life, but more importantly, it can make a difference in biological family, the people who really care about these boys. It can make a big difference to them and their lives.
Right.
Amen.
And
So
let's end this with let's bring these boys home. And where are the boys?
Amen.
do you have
Amen. And stay blessed, everybody. And yeah, I just want to tell everybody, you know, stay blessed, keep your faith, and love your family, man. Tell them you love them every day, every second you can, because you know tomorrow's not promised for none of us, and you know you never know what life could bring to you. So just you know find love in your heart and reach out to somebody, and don't let it go unnoticed.
100%. And I want to end this live stream with both of you ladies on here. As I always do and sign off on these live streams, I say, God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, and all victims of crime and all of the families throughout the world. Guys, good night from New York City. Love you guys
All
right
right.
back.
Love y'all.
We'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.
Thank you.